Good morning, everyone. Today, our group will talk about media dependence theory of MDT. This theory helps us understand why media has so much power in our daily lives. Today, we use media all the time. We scroll social media and watch the videos. We read news online. Media is no longer just information. It is something we depend on. We depend on the media to understand the world, to make decisions, and to manage our emotions. This is as exactly what media dependency theory is bringing. The much, the more we depend on the media, the more influence media has on us. In this presentation, we will cover 6 parts. First, the background of the theory. Second, how it developed in the digital era. Third, its key ideas. Fourth, creations. Fifth, research application. And finally, future directions. We will also connect the theories to real experience, such as COVID-19 information, misinformation, mental health, and small business using social media. In simple terms, media dependency theory is about dependency. When people depend more on media, media becomes more powerful in the digital age. This dependency is stronger than ever. We use many platforms every day. Algorithms choose what we see. Media is not only information needs, but also social and emotion needs. Because of this, media plays a key role in the shaping how people think, feeling, and act. Next, we will look at where media dependency theory come from and how they have evolved in today's digital and algorithm-driven world.
When we into the digital and social media, media dependence theory becomes even more relevant. First, today's communication landscape is a media environment. People use different apps for different purposes. For social connections, TikTok for entertainment, Google for information. This leads to the behavior called platform surveying, where individuals constantly move between platforms. Researchers also highlight two major types of dependencies. Functional dependencies using media for practical tasks, such as learning, business, or coordination. Environmental dependencies using media for practical tasks such as learning, business, or coordination. Studies show that emotional dependencies is strongly linked to anxiety, depression, and FOMO, especially among young people. A major modern extension of MDT is dependencies. In today's media environment, uh, decided decides what content we see on platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. This creates a new find me effect where people no longer actively search for information. They simply wait for platforms to push information to them. This dependence gave a element gatekeeping power instead of news. Now systems determine what the practical content people see, what health information appears, what is promoted. Because of this, dependence plays a major role in issues like spirit and mental health changes.
The good news is that protecting our environment is not difficult at all. We don't need to do something big or expensive to make a difference. In fact, real change often starts with small actions in our daily lives. Each of us can begin with simple things. For example, we can use reusable water bottles instead of single-use plastic ones. This small habit can greatly reduce plastic waste over time. We can also sort our waste properly at home or at school. When trash is sorted correctly, recycling becomes more effective and less waste ends up in landfills or the ocean. Every plastic bottle matters. By recycling every bottle we use, we help save resources and reduce pollution. We can even go one step further by upcycling. Old plastic bottles can be turned into flower pots, pencil holders, or other creative things. This not only reduces waste, but also encourages creativity. Remember, one small action may seem unimportant, but when millions of people repeat these small actions every day, they can create a big change. Protecting the environment starts with us, and it starts today.
Moving forward, the media dependency theory needs to address several areas: AI and algorithmic dependency. Users increasingly depend on uh, recommendation engines, chatbots, and visual assistants. MDT must adapt to this new reality. Longitudinal research, more long-term studies are needed to understand how dependency changes over time. Cross-cultural comparisons, dependency partners differ across society depending on culture, politics, and trust. Healthy with problematic dependency. Not all dependency is harmful. Future research must distinguish between beneficial and unhealthy media use. conclusion, media dependency theory remains a powerful and relevant framework for understanding media influence in the digital age. As media technologies evolve from traditional mass media to algorithm-driven platforms and AI systems, the theory continues to provide insight into how and why people rely on media and how this reliance shapes cognition, emotion, and behavior. Thank you.